Good evening, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome back to Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition. We got about halfway through the Necropolis campaign yesterday, maybe, roughly. I have a feeling now, making the decision not to try and burn through them, that the elven and the human ones were on the longer side and the others were shorter. I was told the wizard is significantly shorter in that campaign, but we'll see how we go. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Still have a few elite units to get, secrets to get, a puzzle to complete. You know, there's stuff to be done. Let's make our way spoopily. Excuse me, skeleton. Do love a big old skeleton in games. Any game where you go under a giant skeleton. In the Mythic Age, this land was ruled by titans, giant beasts, and dragons. I've heard that their ancient bones still retain some magic. Dragons and ancient ruins. Resh is a mysterious place. It woke up! Love that trope too.
Who trespasses within my ribs? Who defiles the sanctity of Talon's carcass?
We are sorry to disturb you, Lord Talon. We are just passing through. You.
You mean you have no purpose here, other than to track dirt through my bones?
Alright, where is the ghost girl you wizards warned me of? The one who stole the Twilight Urn and hunts my allies. Every time I see her, I like her less. Marco, I thought I locked you up. Wizards, destroy this fool and his pet ghost. No, not the wizards. Well, got wizards and lions. Ooh. Cheeky Death Knight on the opener. Oh, not Cheeky Death Knight on the opener. Do you see the problem? If I drop a green right there, it's going to form a wall. And then there will be no Death Knight. It's wine. Don't need to make a wall there, really, out of those. Oh, I hate it when this happens. I don't really have much recourse, though. No, I do. I can stack another unit in the middle. And then get to it next turn. Just by bobbing one. Then we get the wall and them. Well, we're certainly not attacking down that avenue. See, I'd like to get the vampire going at some point as well. Go, Death Knight, mess them up. 6 turns down the line. Don't have much in the way of purples, but I want them to fight those. Just trying to grab more purples. We might as well get these shooting off for now. Do some damage to that wall. I know I just said we don't need to attack down this side, but I need to clear some space. If naught else. Where do I want this vampire? I want him down here, but that's that purple there. So that's already 2 moves. Yeah, it's inefficient, but we do have the Death Knight going, which means he's just going to be eating and sucking all that delicious charge energy. Now, I'm trying to remember what the wizard did. I think it shoots a lightning bolt that, like, chains and destroys any idle units it hits, so we need to be careful on his placement. As long as the vampires go in by that time, that's alright. Good effort. Uh-oh. Well, at least his other 2 yellows are trapped in front of it. Look at the draw there. Nom 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 nom. Good effort, Bones. 2 turns, so we don't want them yet. Love that. Pulls out the parchment, presses it, big bolt. And that's one of my favourite parts about this game, is all the little like charge up animations for each unit have such personality behind them. Just feels really good. Oh, look at this! Good job I have another turn to set it up. How long do these little boys take? 3, so they can at least go with the vampire. That part was lucky. Mighty wall. Ooh, that way round. Now you'd have got your big fella off there, but still's gonna get the lion going at this rate, unfortunately. And there, and I'm gonna pull these here just so they pull skeletons forward. We can get them going behind this vampire. Don't know if we'll need it. Once the Death Knight attack goes through, even if it doesn't kill, it's then going to have done enough damage where we'll get charged up. Still not sure on the lion's ability. We saw it fire off the other day and it just kind of chucked its swords forward. Okay, I think I end there. I don't want to pull in reinforcements yet. I might need them to shoot the blood ritual. Wall's going to take 9, 10, 2 there. Oh, a bit more there. 14 damage. It's still a decent amount of damage. Oh, even more so. I think that might just do it. Oh, 2L. Hey, they got through that as well. Go on, ghouls. 1! That's all she wrote. Give me those bones. Yes. Nyam. Level 8. Again, I believe there was an achievement that I remember trying to get back in the day, where all of your like units were level 10. You had to like farm a place where you could get ambush. Oh, the dragon.
I'm sorry if I was rude. Lying here for centuries makes one cranky. I couldn't help but witness your fray with that whelp, Ludmilla. Take my talon, in fact. Use its power if it will help rid Haresh of such a corrupted creature.
You've received Talon's Talon. Lone dragons absorb 2 times the toughness of idle units it kills. Oh, that's what they do. Don't have them yet. Hurry, Fiona. The Reaper's Crescent will soon be appearing in the sky. But Ludmilla, what about the ruin she brings and the villains she aids? I vowed to end her schemes, and I do not vow lightly. But to have life again, you must go now. I do want my life back, Markle. More than anything. Then come. I shall lead you to the ritual, east of here, at Asher's eternal shrine. I got his talon, but I didn't get any dragons. I still don't think they're as good as the Death Knight. Sounds like it gains more damage as it eats stuff, but we'll see. Swallows island enemies and use their stuff. Yeah, to increase attack power. So if you shoot this down a row of a load of stuff is already just sat, it's good, but the Death Knight is just more powerful. Look to the sky, Ghost. The moon is new, and the time of the death ritual is upon us. Okay. Here we are. Move carefully. It is one of the holiest places of Haresh. The ritual will begin soon. Humans, elves, and wizards come here hoping to set themselves upon the path of necromancy. How do they do this? Those that are vanquished on these grounds have a chance at the purity of deathless life. Those that strike them down absorb the fleeting life forces that escape. If a ghost were to succeed in this ritual, I believe it would grant them life again. You mean they are waiting for me to defeat them? Well, hang on. Do you have any other bounties? No other bounties available. Where's this other fella? Let's grab some stuff. No. Cave and a wizard. I assume they're guarding the secret unit. And you want to go through the campaigns and unlock these, just have the option in multiplayer. So you're on your way into Miller's lair, little one. The question is, are you ready? There's Gollobus. Gollobulus. Gollobulus. One of those names. Perhaps you should test your might against me first. You cannot defeat a necromancer of my standing. Your chances against her are very slim. Sure. Do not hold back, necromancer. I must know if I am ready for what lies ahead. Oh, yep. He's level 10, has the bone dragons, and has... yeah. We're 2 levels below. How doable? I want to try. Okay, he got deaf. Big problem. Need to fire immediately. There's an array of greens all sat there, but not in useful positions. That's setting up this vampire. I don't think he can get it going before our ghouls get to it. I could be wrong, though. He might get it next to... no, he can't straight up. Another vampire. It might have been wiser to link. We could have got that vampire linked with these 2 fellas here, but I much prefer getting the other one going. Oh, they didn't get it! Crud, crud, crud. We know if he gets through, that's game over. I'm pretty sure that was his ability. If my memory is correct, that's just, you're done. I'm going to summon reinforcements because I want to bob that blue on those over there. Oh, never lucky. There it is, though. Doesn't have as much health. We can vanquish our enemy before they fire, that's fine. Big problem though. Oh, and a bone dragon, but they don't have enough green, so that's okay. I like the face of the bone dragon. Not quite dog-like, but it looks pretty chill. Oh, and it's gone. Oh wow, it took the whole hit though. Tanky boy. Going to need more of those. Ooh, how best to build a wall. Ooh, I don't see a clean way of doing so, unfortunately. Need to start though. If I don't start building one, and I don't manage to kill him, and it fires in 4. We just need to finish. His foe has 70 health though. Should get our hero ability though. Hopeful. Fire everything! $41. 2. We let loose. I think this will do it. 33. Goodbye, Grim Reaper. We're good. Don't need to see you here. Gone. That should save. always be saving. It's one of those games. You don't want to be running back for hours. Ah, hello. Let me just check this old shrine first. Death. Delivers instant death to anything it hits, including the enemy hero. I'll buy one for the road, just to have one, but I'm not going to equip them. Again, it's actual output, damage number wise, is low enough that it'll struggle to get through walls and stuff. So if your opponent knows what they're doing, especially when NPCs tend to build a lot of walls, you don't end up getting through.
Urlox, you stand before Urlox, human. Begone, or I shall destroy your soul.
Care not for your name, only the price on your flaming head.
Urlox shall consume you, body and spirit.
In D&D days, I would be doing like crazier demon voices. The problem is, when you're streaming and talking for hours,
You start going.
like, you know, if you really start getting your throat in there, you're bucketed. Ooh, confuse some vampire. Too many blues down there. Make a few walls. I would have to delete both of these, then set up, then fuse. I think it's worth it though. Oh, that's like the demon's secret unit, that dude with the fiery stick. Can't remember for the life of me what he does. Don't remember it being that impressive, mind. You watch, it'll win up the fight. Doggos. Other vampire ready behind that one. No, I need to charge up my other vampire, lest he be knocked out. We got time. No, I don't. Because I just removed who was in the way blocking. Why did I think that was fine? What foolish notion did I just completely wash through my head and ignore? Best way to do this. Chain them because I don't actually need to fuse them yet. I can fuse them next turn. What did you do, demon with a staff? Demons were the race I ended up playing the most. I just didn't end up using that unit. We'll slap this one ghoul in the way. Save face. Vampire will bring back any health we lose, so I'm not bothered about that. Puts his stick in the ground and fire wolf. Okay. I mean, it looked fancy. Right, ghouls and ghosties. Delicious. That, I'm afraid, is just that. I'll make a second shot about this tomorrow, that'd be ridiculous. There's such an easy way of winning. I can't remember and don't know. I know they've done some balancing to the online multiplayer, but I don't know if they've like turned off items or you have to opt in. That would seem a bit silly though. Now we go find the agent. Bye, cave. Grabbed all that stuff, that's all well and good. Here's your bounties. Any more? All complete. The living spirit, the twilight urn. She has given the signs, the difficult ritual begins. and then guide us to eternity or fall in defeat. Bring us peace, let Eresh welcome us. All the spells in the Silver Cities cannot grant me what you can. Fiona, to complete the ritual, you must push each of them into the pit of eternity. Okay, so it's a puzzle fight.
Back to the pit.
Okay, well, we get a vampire to start off with, that's nice. You blues can push her. Q, move that there for this vampire. Wasn't really much point in having that vampire go, but they might teleport and they might move. Might as well just get people going. Yeah, there's a chance they start teleporting and moving about. And she's about to do something. It's all glowy. Oh, you're just gonna kill my vampire. Pushing's gonna require a bit more of a doing. Well, you're gonna be a useless vampire. Oh, and you walk forwards! Oh no. Right, no point at all shoving units off down the lanes. You just walk into the abyss yourself, have a good old time. That middle bit's about to get bodied. Didn't matter that they were charging. Still happy to do nothing. Goodbye! Wait, hang on. We don't want to fire at this one then, because she is just going to cast and destroy all my stuff here. Here we want. No, rather than waste them, I'll do that. Yeah, they're just going in rotation. After this one fires, then we bob the vampire there and set him up to bother down. The more damage we do, I assume the further we push them back. That's so much damage! Oh, she's just gonna kill my vampire again. I don't think they can walk while they're charging, though. Quite enough there either. Go restock after this fight. Oh, he survived. Hey, well done, vampire. And no game, I must hit the witches. It's just... it's proving a little troublesome. This one's going to fire next. Oh, I spend the turn to walk forward. I think we just focus them one at a time, or we're just going to be in trouble. Okay, walls do a lot to help. She hasn't bloody moved. Oh, 10 did a lot of damage. It's 29 then. Not quite enough, but we keep going.
Back to the pit with you.
I mean, the necromancers who wanted this end, they seem very reluctant to go to the pit. Ooh, Death Knight. They're gonna get wiped out. I can feel it. Oh, that kind of sucks. I need to delete both those bones. But if he fires, he will probably rock one away by himself. Take the time. Have a swig of his beverage. Make sure you're all doing the same out there. Keep yourselves hydrated. Goodbye, vampire. Okay. One more turn and we can get him going. Now form a wall on that side, giving me a bonus move. Slowly driving them back. Oh no, they're about to die. Mistakes were made. I don't think she'll deal enough to get through the Death Knight, but they're safe than sorry. Well, they all walk forward a bit each turn, not just one at a time. That's upsetting. I'll make a wall there. I don't want a wall there. Skeletons need a chain with the Death Knight, but chaining them there achieves nothing. Ooh. Should probably save that. Doesn't really matter if I make a wall here. Can't get to the vampire anyway, and it's going to be far too long before he can actually do anything. Set those up so we can link them with the Death Knight. Aha, he takes it. You know, I imagine his damage will just yeet them off the cliff. Could fuse these over here. Can I grab enough blues? Can. That'll be a big old chunk of damage. I assume the poison will do nothing to him. Back where we started. Big step. On the off chance. Oh, vampire. How come I'm losing so many? It's a war of attrition. I will not win it at this rate. Keep pushing them. Okay, if they're going to charge their attack, they don't move. That helps. Come on, Death Knight. 62. Hey, off they go. Alright. Evening, AJ. Glad to hear you're having a musical evening. How you doing, bub? Maybe we just shoot this one off the cliff. Yoink! Yep. Question is, how now does the other react? Will it charge and shoot every turn? Seemingly no. Keep piling the damage on him then. There's not much else we can do. Stop walking forwards. Get her off the edge. I'll take your word for it, AJ. I wouldn't know. They're gonna go access the other dude. Be real greedy to try and get that Death Knight right now. Let's get these out of the way here. This whole side has become pointless. Right, I'm gonna get the Death Knight. I need to move that blue so I can actually charge it. Can't actually do anything with him though until she is fired next turn. I don't think I'm gonna die. And just use these to body block. And like knock one of these walls away so we start reclaiming some space. So at some point you stop letting your reinforcements come in. You have too many walls up. Alright, Death Knight should be able to finish this then. It's just that 6 turns of waiting. Oh, goodbye, skeletons. It's alright, they're having a grand old time. I often do play very greedy in games, to be fair. Far too greedily in most cases. There we go. Now it's just a waiting game. It's a shame they didn't have a couple more mechanics for them, but again, all of them have been pretty simple so far. Remember the audience for this game. I'm trying to get more folks into the Might and Magic universe, as it's not... It's pretty beloved, but I wouldn't say it's one of the most high-selling from what I understand. It certainly doesn't like light up the presses when news of a new one has come out over the years. People do really like him. That's it, this is how I found out about the franchise. But it's not like even after this point I went and played the mainline games. I went and played Dark Messiah. I had a great time with it. Love that game. That's a bit of a hidden gem. I'm hoping whichever one they do next gets a little more out there. Ubisoft's going just through some bad times for that company. Not undeserved, though. Scumbag, abusers, greed, a family that cover-ups its own abuses and lets people go for it and keeps giving them money. Oh, the Guillemot family is... Again, that's a far cry from the devs on the ground making stuff. Go on, Death Knight. Rend her to the abyss. There we go. Lost many vampire. That's okay. 6 out of 10 means I don't need to go refill. You did it. Now harvest their life forces. Thank you for doing the dirty work. You don't mind if I reap the benefits, foolish girl? That one. Ugh. Ah, the power! Ah, ha, ha. Very on the nose, evil speak. Thieving wretch. I will not rest until she pays. No, she's just stuck. Your one chance at life ruined by that vile traitor. I absolutely agree with that, AJ. I will have her head. That sounds like an angry line, but the image is more like, ow, I've been punched in the stomach. Come, Markle, we will hunt her down wherever she is skulking. Yes, a necropolis just to the east. My original destination before events took this fascinating turn. Just made her biggest mistake yet. Angry Fiona. Oh, I'll grab a couple more Death Knights, because that shows... You have more, at least in the campaign. We had 6 vampires, and now 5 Death Knights. Death Knights will be more likely to show up when we pull in reinforcements, or our unit load at the start. Right, let's see how big this last dungeon is. Are you stupid as well as dead? Float away and stay out of the affairs of Ashan's leaders. Death Knight. Another Death Knight. The only thing you will be leading is a parade of worms, or clamouring to feast on your corpse. Oh, she's getting into it. Right, let's have a swig of his drink. Oh, he just charged. I see, it's one of these. Okay, now the thing to do is to not fight the Death Knight. Unless we kill them before it finishes charging. That's so many bonus moves. Can't not. This was dumb. It's gonna get so strong. Greed. Like we just said, greed. Need to make a wall. We've gone from grief now just to straight up angst. Which good. Nowhere near her brother though. We'll see him in the demon campaign. Memory serves, way more angst. That's like his whole character. Kinda love him for it. It's a lot of damage. Want to set up the next one. Oh, well, just flubbed himself, that's fine. Ooh, poor effort, Bones. Right, we need some blues. Okay. And we just need to wall the F up. Our Death Knight will drain a little from his, but still more of a negative. More walls. I think for a lot of folks, they often went together, to be fair, AJ. Try not to judge yourselves too harshly if this thing's done in you. I think that's more common than people think. We're all in our own heads to some extent for stuff from back then. Formative years and all that. More walls. Speaking of formative years here, put up more walls. Ow. It's alright, he's sucking my Death Knight, but my Death Knight will suck his back. Ooh, he's going to go for the fuse. Very cheeky. Bob you out of the way for the moment. And you two. How many is that? 40, 50. We block most of this. It's fine. Just 13 gets through. And trigger another one though. We nearly have our hero power though, which should just mean victory after our Death Knight swings. Because it's busted. Too far away to be a useful wall. I'll make some change. I can shoot my hero power sooner rather than later. To be fair, AJ, that's a... archetype might be too strong a word, but I've certainly had folks and friends who are in a similar path. It's alright. We each get through it in our own way. Or got through it, rather. I think we just hold. Yep, that gives me my shot. So then if I fire my shot now, Death Knight fires on the off chance they survive. I'll have another one from the damage. Pretty much. Some reinforcements. Nom 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 nom. That should do it. Charge that one in time. Isn't making any walls. That's GG. Snazzy animation and what? There you go. Level 9. Might get to level 10 from the other two fights. Silver linings and all that, AJ. Death itself. Now, if one spawns, we either wall it off or... Alright. You're going to be a little meaner than that game. I understand. As you can see, they're on 18 damage, so we just have to do them in first. Wait a minute, think this through. Oh no, I'm going to get several moves by doing this. Wall, then gives me one more. At least get the other vampire going. As long as it never reaches my backline. And Dark Eyes. Yay! Death is imminent. Hopefully not. Hope you're doing well this evening, bub. It's messy business. No easy grabs. Useless. Nah, I'm always keen to hear some stories, AJ. I imagine it would be a good old time. Start building walls behind them. That's probably wiser. Just as a precaution. Again, if they get through and do even 1 point of damage, it's game over. Trying to picture and set up walls in future turns as my vampires move forward. I think I might have flubbed it. This might be a problem. We might be in danger. I think maybe might... Oh no, because they're not going at the same time. Uh-oh. The vampire will go. That will create a wall there. That green fella will fall down there, which means it will line up with this one. I can make another wall here. And he's broken my wall, you swine. Yeah, that's the journey, but good on you for getting through, you know? In the day, if you can be proud of yourself, that's the main thing. 7. Not getting through there. 7 on the other side. Shouldn't get through. We just put some chunky skeletons in the way. Okay. We should be fine. Even with the chain up. Yep, we're good. Okay, okay.
First blood.
Oh, another death, you son of a gun. Get him, a vampire. Very good. Oh, that's not. That's pretty unlucky. I mean, that side's fine. More the vampire just spawning in line with this attack. Safety! My robed friend. Walls paying off. And it was. The AI in this doesn't seem to often think more than a move ahead or so. Which means they don't get any crazy combos going or consider, oh, if I put that there because I want to build my death, like it stops there rather than going, oh no, I'm going to create a wall. Which at the very least helps my purposes. I need to get some blue boys ready. Link with the vampire. Very fiddly though. One of those games. Well done, skeletons. That's alright. Shoot you over there to bring one forwards. Yeah, I'm desperately trying to build that death. It's not working. Put one there, you son of a gun. Well, at least we get the one. I'll leave that vampire behind there. Why not right now? And if I was a more intelligent fellow, I could think several other moves out. Like, I'm not that far ahead of the AI, to be perfectly frank. Struggle to plan out that far in advance. But, as long as I can still have fun, I don't really give a toss. Might as well just fire a few off at this point. Hold it there. Those ghouls aren't getting through that wall. No, we're getting there. But when the vampire swings and hits, we'll be able to get our beam and shoot death. Isn't that the dream? Nom 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 nom. Thank you. Or we might just have lethal. I don't think we get enough corpses. Ooh, double vampire. How many is this? 25. Nope, we get rid of death. Shouldn't have done that first. Oh, locked him behind it all. Good effort, ghouls. They're trying. Steadily get to the other vampire. And then we can fuse them together, and that should be the hit that does it. It's been many years since I've had a good game of chess, but aye, you're good at chess. Reckon you'd be more than capable at this age, eh? Alright, it's matching colours and unit types, and then them all having different abilities. The different factions having the different hero powers. But again, the main point of prowess, for lack of a better term, I'd say, is creating chain moves, where if you do one action and it triggers multiple things. That's what I struggle with. So you'll see moments where there's like a line of two going vertically and horizontally, and then I delete a unit and it triggers both a wall and units to be ready to attack. That kind of thing. It's hard to explain in words. Let's see if I can find an example. Oh, I forgot to go and do the puzzle. I need to go and do that puzzle before it ends. So if I make this wall here with these blue guys, right, that'll remove the 3 of them and push them forward, and then it'll trigger the 3 green skeletons. That will give me a second move back. Like that. It's kind of getting that to work is where you get the most out of it. I'm not going to fuse that other vampire in time. That would have been real nice. Ain't happening now. It's been interesting in the past 5 years, maybe a little more than that. Chess went from a really nerdy thing, like, you know, probably in the same era of most video games and board games and stuff like that. But I don't know if it was because there was a Netflix show, which I didn't end up watching, in Gambit, or anything else, but suddenly its popularity started surging. Point where I see a load of YouTube videos for it now. It's pretty great to see. But people are playing at a level there and doing stuff that I'm just like, wait, I used to sit down with my grandma to play chess. What are all these fancy moves you're all making up? I love learning about it though. Would be nice to play it again sometime. I know folks do a lot online with it. Like, whenever I see clips of people playing chess online, it's always the same... What's the word? App? I don't know, website? I'm not sure what it is. It's always the same really basic one. It's not like someone's made a chess video game that's surged. I'd say it's more in line with like a match-free, you know, your Puzzle and Dragons or your Candy Crush. Use 2 very different examples. You can triple fuse as well, but triple fuse is much harder to do. And then you've got to link units together that are the same colour, so they attack on the same turn. That gives a bonus to damage. You've got to think about putting up the walls as well. I had a lot of fun with this one. It was great fun fighting friends on it. And victory! Okay, before we go on, I nearly forgot. We have to run back. I think it's that baseline of considering what moves you have at your disposal and how many moves you can think ahead and playing around your opponent's capabilities and their moves. We're floating back. Where was that puzzle? It was in that crypt. That's because Blood Ritual, as I discussed yesterday, and in the short I uploaded today, is busted as hell. Stop stepping on me! My apologies, I didn't see you there. Of course not. Why would you see me? I'm Chimo, slayer of the mighty dragon Talon. You killed Talon? Not quite. Obviously, since he's still bothering me with his insane ramblings.
I can hear you quite clearly, my old friend.
The dragon corpse. How did you lose your legs? Whoa! That's a bit direct question for the poor bugger under a dragon.
I believe he lost them when I swallowed him whole.
Then you choked on me, you filthy dragon. Chimo got the last laugh, didn't he? Ah ha ha ha! Well, if Talon swallowed you whole and then choked, where are your legs? Didn't choke on all of me. Ew. Why, Asher? Why? Bless that little story. It would have missed if we hadn't come back. Probably stands out. There's been a distinct lack of... Well, the other skeleton here, he stood out alright. But there's been a real lack of distinctive NPCs in the ghosty section. Which makes sense. They're all ghosties. I think it was this catacomb. Where are you? Hit the puzzle. There you are. Miscellaneous pirate in the underworld. Why are you here? I have another tricky battle puzzle up my sleeve if you feel up to it, of course. Yes, Sir Reginald. Yes, I need to keep my mind sharp during these trying times. Alright. Destroy all the units in a single turn. Alright, yesterday I was an absolute fool with this. See a little bit. See a little bit. That's a fantastic pun, Dark Eyes. Personality's a bit stiff around here. I don't say calling them ghosties is disrespecting them. It's a matter of fact. They are ghosts. Now hear me out. I delete this one, it makes a wall, gives me another move back. Move that one there. Get you there. Oh, wait a minute. One move off. I can do that. Put him there, and then I can't charge the dragon. Yes, we get it, vampires. You're so happy. Bare bone between the pair of you. God damn it. I'd forgotten the puns. Okay. I think I was on the right track. No, not rip breasting puns. No, 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 no. My mind is just completely blank. I hate it. I swear I used to be good at puzzles. No, I think I've confessed to never being good at puzzles. That's fine. I need 4 in front of that dragon, but I need to keep grabbing more moves for myself. I just can't see how I create more bonus moves. Clearly need to move one of these purple dudes out of the way. on this left-hand side. So I'm not having to just delete both. I can't delete this one because then that forms a wall and I lose my blue boys. And there is the 2 blues over here, but I do this. Get rid of this blue fella. Then deleting. No, because then that just triggers that vampire immediately and nothing changes. Rah. Yes, I get it, vampires, you are very happy. Last time I moved one over to create a wall and level up this one. But that move's already here, so I don't have to do that. Let's try it this way around. Okay. But then I have no purple. I don't know how to trigger the second vampire. AJ in the chat, I'm afraid if you get rattled, you will be boned. Oh, more Necropolis puns. How could you do this to me? Oh no, because there's still a purple over here, so it's not... I still have 3 moves. So... undelete... Oh, because it makes a wall! Aha! That gets it, right? Good. Yes, thank you, Dark Eyes. We got there in the end. Yum, 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 yum. Right, I'll just take all that pun psychic damage, it's fine. The most fascinating discovery in my travels, a ghost that solves puzzles. His voice has changed every time. Ah, side quest complete. This has been my most fascinating trip to Harish yet. Where is your boat? How did you get here? Who are you? I wonder if there are any like nods to characters within the Might and Magic universe. I couldn't say. I don't know the universe well enough. Alright. Back to the end game. Off we hover. Gently does it. Then we remember to save. Dear gods, do we remember to save? How many Death Knights am I looking at? 5 and 6 vampires. That's alright. Panic music. You both posted those at the exact same time. You're doing this on purpose. I mean, maybe he's Davy Jones, but... yeah. But he's Skeleton Crew. I suppose Dark Eyes wasn't a pun. My eyes just flicked over and was like, puns bite. Right, if there's anything like that last fight, the Death Knight will be charging already. Oh, but with walls, so we can't do any damage to him. In which case, we wall up. And we need to get our vampires to safety. That's a messy game. Way too fiddly. That seems unnecessary, but sure. Do not want to trigger any units to fight. Everything's a little all over the bloody shop. Can't make any walls like this. Oh, and they're gonna go and kill that vampire. Get one charging, just so I can make some bloody rip. Ah, the nasty suck. Much green and skulls. No matter where I put them, it's just aggravating. Right, there goes a wall. Slowly move things over. Stabbies. Glint of the eye. So eager to stab. Desperately need to get you firing next turn as well. So like, you knew it was coming, you could see it coming, and yet you let it happen. This game might just be a wash. Horrendous defeat. We just move some skeletons and block the way. Big ol' 68 damage. Balls do a lot, but even so. Oh, and he got a green right behind it. Look at that RNG, you son of a gun. Guess we start walling on that side now. Now, from what I remember, reinforcements will never just pop, but like the one that would have spawned behind him will have never been a green one. Never seen anything be that lucky. We're pretty close though. Wall there. That's pretty on brand for the Ripper, to be fair, AJ. They do have that vibe, little Jack the Rippers. Little stabbies. There's too much in the way right now. Need one more green. Haha, never lucky. Right. Right. Got a lot of walls forming up. I just can't then... 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 get a load of attacks going. Again, it just powers up the Death Knight at that point, and you end up screwed. We're just playing a really defensive game.
Ooh, it will be my turn to Death Knight.
The 2 walls there, I can take the hit from it, and I need to get mine charging, otherwise we'll be here forever. Bad knives. There we go, then we just build a load more walls over here. Drain them back.
Build the wall.
The name rings a bell, AJ, probably from my youth somewhere. There was a period of time where I was going through a lot of different rock and metal. But I was just never too big into music, to be fair. Found a few I liked, and I stuck with them for a while. I'm trying to remember. Like, Disturbed was the main one. They've stuck with me, like, throughout the years. And then it was, man, what were all their names? A lot of my intro to them was, like, when YouTube was starting to become a thing. And, like, any WoW content on here was more often than not like PvP videos set to really heavy music with like zoom-ins and like frantic framing. There was a shaman who used 2-handed maces, which they don't do in WoW anymore. More's the pity. And that was a band called Soil, which I remember enjoying a lot. Not as much as it kind of then led into Disturbed, that led into like Breaking Benjamin, that led into a group called Skillet. And I think a group called Pillar. And eventually that all led down and around to like Dragon Force, Storm Warrior. And then there was... oh man, my music brain. It's stuff in my mind I haven't had to access in a long bloody time. Oh, there was like an artist at Blizzard called Samwise Didier who started doing Hammerfall, I think they were called, another one, Hammerfall. 3 Days Grace, that name rings a bell. And all these things kind of go into this. Atreyu, there's another one. Ah, that cover of Sound of Silence is wonderful. Brings me to tears, it does. Yeah, I don't have any, like, anything against any genre of music, really. Like, there have been plenty of house parties over the years where... oh, not even house parties, just pre-drinking, people would have stuff on, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, okay. Kind of... I don't know, the genres get mixed a little bit. When you get really, like, dubstep-y and techno-y, start to lose me a little bit. I can appreciate why people like it, but I'm just on the other end going, it's not for me. Like I said, it's hard for me to say not for me when I rarely ever listen to music anyway. I just tend to, if I want something on in the background, I will put on a podcast. I want people talking. And more often than not, it will just be Giant Bomb reruns. I will just be listening to an episode from 2016 or something, or start from the beginning, go through again, or slap on an old Crit Roll episode, or Dimension 20, or find another D&D show. And some of like Ben Starr, who did like the Clive in the recent Final Fantasy 16 game, he's got his own like D&D group with Doug Cockle, who voiced Geralt in Witcher. They've got a D&D game that I want to get into. I've only seen clips from it at the moment. Seems like they're having a fun time though. kill my Death Knight. People in my youth would not have agreed, AJ. He was very much an outlier at the time. The school I went to, like the grammar school, it was kind of like, from what I'd heard from other folks in the years since, where different sectors of like almost tribal groups in schools and forms, you know, you have your goths, your emos, your sporty kids, your nerds, your geeks, your gamers, like people got into categories. From my old school, it was you were either smart, sporty, or you were other. It was just this giant category of everyone else. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Oof. Chair agrees. The bullying didn't help mine, but it's not like I was smacked around. So I can't complain too hard compared to what I know a lot of folks went through. And the worst of it. But then, as my old therapist would say, you can't be comparing yourself to... Old therapist and current mental health nurse, you can't be comparing yourself to people constantly. I think that's a fair play, AJ. Spotify is one of those things that came up and I just never ended up using. Like, in the years I did listen to music, I was using iTunes, and then iTunes kind of... It messed up everything it did with podcasts. Like, things just wouldn't update anymore, they were in the wrong order, they wouldn't be named properly. It was a bloody nightmare. I don't know why. And then ever since then... Because I wasn't really listening... If I do listen to music, I just end up doing it on YouTube. Just in the background. So I'm not going to be on my phone, usually, when I'm listening to music. I tend to be like, trying to sleep. Or relax. The Spotify never really came up. Come on, vampires. Spoopy's on the right. There were enough songs at, like, different house parties and on different nights out at different clubs that came up regularly enough, I started learning some words. There was one night where we went to, like, I think it's a bar that's not there anymore. But they had rock music on. And I remember very distinctly sitting there drinking with folks at the table, and Disturbed's Down with the Sickness came on. You know, it's a very that tribal intro, that. And my whole brain just like, I was pretty drunk at the time, and my brain just went, oh my god, it's for me. And I like chugged, I was drinking wine because I wanted to get pissed. So I just chugged down a glass of wine, slammed it on the table with such force that the stalk and the bowl, I'm sure those are the wrong terms, just disconnected from each other and it broke. And I just got up and started moshing with strangers, which is something I did not do. Friend group looking at me like, oh, we have never seen him like this. But it was a very fun feeling. They all had a good laugh, I'm sure. I think someone recorded it at one point. Don't know if that video made it anywhere, but it was a fun time. I think that speaks to your quality, AJ, if you're able to. I've known a few people like that over the years who can float between different social groups. Always tend to be well liked. Go zombies. Now, as you say, it's one of those pieces of advice that I can objectively see, acknowledge, know is true, and still be constantly doing. Again, I'm well aware I ain't alone in that either. Come on, knives. Oh, not quite. You do it, vampire? Also not quite. However, blood ritual will send us home. Nom, 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 nom. Alright. Last boss. Ludmilla. Collaborate with demons, allying yourself with the creatures that took everything from me. I will do whatever it takes to see you share their grave. Demons? I do no such thing, Ghost. I am fighting to return Haresh back to its proper destiny. Your wizard allies scheme with demons under your nose, and your ambition blinds you to it. You are foolish to realize that in your mad grasp for power you have become their servant. Oh, I'm so angry I could live. That's a silly line. I will finish you myself, Ghost. Once I've had her head, I will remove yours, Markle. Slowly. We save the game. Of course we do. And in we go. Defeat Lordess Ludmilla. Swaying ominously in the center of the battlefield. There we go. I just wanted to get some of my blues. And we can start stabbing her. I also don't want to commit vampires to an attack if I don't know what's coming yet. Oh, she's just very casually holding up a hand, a green hand. Don't know what it does. I guess I just put some folks over here blocking it? Question mark? Oh, just dragons. It wasn't an attack, it was summoning dragons. Okay. And they are defending her as well. Alright, vampire, you need to get going. You want to fire off before that dragon does. Poisoning the dragon is a good idea. Just standing there, menacingly. Aye, Dark Eyes, that she was. Use this vampire as well. To make room to get the other in. That's a lot of damage coming through. And I need to make sure there are no idle units when they get through either, because then they will just eat them and become very strong. Vampires will die. Well, this green one will die, but at least he'll take some. I hope you're right, AJ. I hope she doesn't launch an attack. 44, so that's a pretty hefty bit of damage. Oh, I don't make a decent wall, though. We might be in trouble. Again, if I summon in a load of idle units, the dragons are going to eat them. At least I get some walls here, though. I would do. The vampire's going to fly forwards and I'm going to lose it. 50 damage nearly knocks out that one, though, and the poison really helped. Let's charge these so they're not idle. It's this side, that's a big problem. Make a wall. The vampire will take some of it. Here they come. Nom 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 nom. What? Second. Now here's for one. Then she floats over here. Oh, now she's casting. 4 turns, 33. Alright, I set up one move, then summon in reinforcements, and then fire. Did not reduce the damage she was doing, so that sucks. If she's here on this side, she will then move to this side. I'm going to assume it goes middle, left, right. If I set up the Death Knight over here, it's probably going to be good. A lot of damage she's charging over there as well, though. Yep, totally did that on purpose. Yep, sure. Mm-hmm. I did not. Stay over here, Gould. You block some of whatever's coming. Don't really want my vampire to get nommed. But we need to block that damage or I die. Off she goes. Or just beam. It was worth keeping the vampire there. She hasn't moved yet. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm predicting this right and she flies over to this side. Come on, do it. To the right. No, you want to. Video game logic. The middle! Well. Oh. Oh, it's like we're doing LOLF stuff. Bye, vampire. Yep. Stab it, goals. Or stab it. You gonna become a big spider monster? That'd be pretty cool. Can't remember if that's what happens or not, if I beat her before she did this. See you, Dark Eyes, and I'm judging you. Bye, knife. Do a fuse hit, because why not? I'm going to assume she's going to go right after now going left. But the Death Knight's going to swing before that happens. That's going to suck. Just in case she fires something. I don't know. Oh! It wasn't turned into a spider, it was shoot many tiny spiders. And she didn't move. Very, very upsetting. Nothing was achieved. We just fire the ritual at her again. Maybe that's why this move is so strong. We through this fight. I think then I hold. No, I rank. She's gonna go to the right. She absolutely is gonna go to the right this time. Do it. Ah, very good. The ghoul's missed by a hair. She's going to the right, but she's going to fire and then move, so the Death Knight won't actually get a hit off. Even if I triggered in this turn, that would be 6 turns. No, he goes in the center. Oh my god. The double fuse on the big fella. The dream. Need to build walls over here before that beam hits me, though. First port of call, more walls. Stab that lady. Stab that lady. So messy. There we go, that doubled it up. The problem is if I don't get that Death Knight charging soon, it's not going to matter. Because he won't fire in time. If she goes and does that bone dragon thing again, I think that's where I'm the most screwed. Man, that's 57. 10, 7, 12, 12. 3, 3. Oh no, how much health does that Death Knight have? 21. Sorry, Mr. Death Knight, I think we're going to have to use you as a human shield. Not, rather a ghostly shield. Otherwise, that's going to be over. What a shame. This whole time we haven't double fused a big un. Saved us, though. Right, hopefully, this time. In the middle, doing hand grab. Okay, so that's the full pattern of a turn. Which means no, I wanted to be able to put the vampire behind the Death Knight game. I can still chain them next turn, that's okay. Oh! You did them either side and not in the middle. Well, I hope you at least stay where you're stood this whole time. So the Death Knight will do that. Assuming she stays still, this is a win. Barely. We can get some ghouls to poison the dragons, that helps. Some damage to them as well, why not? Okay, it looks like she's just going to wait it out. Wait, that's a win then. Let the clock count down. Nom nom. Alright, Death Knight, take us home. And vampire for good measure. Oh, big explosion. For some reason, here comes the flashbang. Shield your eyes. Good stuff. You are defeated and abandoned. Now tell me, who is your collaborator in this evil project? Who guides your hand, Ludmilla? Who have you joined with that floods Ashan with demons? He never gave his name. We had an appointment, Lordess Ludmilla. I waited long to hear from you. Now I find you near death, pitiful and defeated at the feet of whoever you two are. Who are you? What do you want with her, wizard? Impetuous and sloppy, Ludmilla. So much for the vaunted calm restraint of the necromancers. Silence. There's no telling how you could have compromised my plans by Utgash. This wizard worships Utgash, the dragon of chaos. I shall have to clean up your mess. By burying us alive. Trope always goes so well.
Wizard casts a mighty spell that rocks the foundations of Ludmilla's lair. Great chunks of rock rain down from the crumbling ceiling. The ground begins to crack. Fiona and Markel flee, their questions unanswered as Ludmilla limps behind.
Cliche of villains bringing buildings down and it not actually achieving anything is so common. Betrayed. Tricky wizard. Damnable. ghost. And she's gone. People can teleport.
With Ludmilla's defeat,
Oh no,
Fiona
she fell
has
over.
rid Haresh of a cruel tyrant, and unexpectedly released the energies trapped by the death cult ritual. These life forces infuse and infiltrate her,
Infiltrate sounds like a bad way for it to go.
and thanks to her own bravery, Fiona finds herself once more among the living.
Oh. She did it. Fiona, you are alive. By Elraf, my ordeal is over. Or has it just begun? That wizard cast a mighty spell. He must be one of the ones who offered Ludmilla her bid for power. All this madness, all this tragedy and death. And that wizard invokes the name of the dragon god who craves these awful things. I shall leave for the Silver Cities. I must find this wizard, someone who knows him. I understand, Fiona. I wish you luck. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. I could go with you and help you end the world. Stop ending the world. That's the word. We save. Alright. We'll do this intro to the demon campaign. And then, oh, I don't know if I like how they've redrawn his face there. It felt more on edge and angry before. That kind of looks a bit like pursed, if you know what I mean. Still, the demon lot is my favourite. Inferno. Aiden finds himself alone in the demon realm of Sheog.
Seeing neither trees nor desert, Aiden falls toward a terrifying landscape. The unstable portal has stranded him in a nightmare realm, the demon lands of Sheog.
Voice said, I think I just made him sound bratty. This can't be happening. I'm in Sheog. Father? Godric? Anyone? Please help. Okay, get it together, Aiden. They're not here. They're gone. You're alone. All I have to protect myself with is this elf dagger I picked up at the camp. Ah, the MacGuffin. Looks like a flash from a portal. Maybe if I can catch it, I can get to the Silver Cities after all. And that's where we'll leave it for now. As our young lad here, knife in hand, makes his way through the infested demon realm. I'll say that, look at the swag. Arms folded. I didn't want to be here anyway. Bless him. With that, folks, we'll call it there for the evening. Thanks for everyone who's come along and watched live. Those all watching in the future, cheers for giving me your time. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button for me. Get pushing through the algorithm so more folks can come and join us to enjoy these stories and different content. Subscribe for more stuff on the channel. We're here at 9 AM UK time with World of Warcraft on the weekday mornings, at 9 PM different games on the evenings. We'll be back tomorrow with more Clash of Heroes. And in the morning tomorrow, it's WoW's new anniversary patch. We'll be enjoying that too. Remember, you can find playlists to all the different games we've played right here on the channel. So until next time, folks, much love, take care,